Hi, in this video we will try to combine a pivot chart and slicers to obtain a data visualization. We have a database with some sales transactions, with 5 salespersons and their transactions from 2020 and 2019 for some categories. Also, we have some customers' information and sales figures. We will focus on margin values in order to see which of our salesperson are the best performers, or to combine some category graphs in order to see what type of actions should we take. Let's go and create, in the first step, a pivot table. So I'm going to click in our table, going to Insert tab, and here I'm going to click Pivot Table. In the Create Pivot Table window, we will choose New Worksheet, and the range was already selected. And now let's introduce in our 4 areas margin into the values, salesperson into the rows, we have year into columns, and for the moment let's keep it like this. So mainly we have now a pivot table with some summary figures, but we want to see this information, those information into one chart in order to be more readable and easy to take decisions. For this, we're going to the step number 2, where we must create pivot chart. So when you are with the cell into a pivot table, you can click pivot chart. If you click outside the pivot table, you cannot insert a pivot chart only here, but we'll ask you where is the range. That's why we click on the pivot table and going to pivot chart. Let's try to use a line chart, and I will cover the pivot table in order to have a nice and without many noise mini dashboard, let's say. I will increase the size, and now we can start customize our chart and make very readable. First step, we need to remove those buttons which are the fields from our pivot table. That's why we can right click on them and going to hide all field buttons on chart. Here we go. For the moment I will erase also the legend and the grid lines. So mainly we have a chart, a simple one, where we can see the salespersons and the y-axis values that represent our margin. I'm gonna click again, and into the design tab I'm gonna change the type, and I want to insert some, let's say, cluster column, or let's try to use the line with some markers just to be more easy to find the top points from each salesperson. The next step will be click on the chart and going to insert some slicers. Here let's choose the year, the category, and country for the customer. So now we have 3 slicers, and we can customize them in order to make more readable and to have a nice menu for our, let's say, advanced data visualization. Let's select them. So I will select and press Ctrl from the keyboard, and I will choose this type of format. So we have category, year, and customer country. And now we will play with our chart just by clicking our slicers. For example, let's clean for the moment because I've clicked by mistake on category. So this is our default chart and these are our slicers. And now we want to see just 2020 transactions, and here we go. We have 2020, just 2019, auto, games, health, home. So home contains some transactions in 2019. I will erase the year. So now, as you can see, we don't have any title on the top. Now I will include also by holding Ctrl the health, IT, transactions, and the chart will modify. If you hold the mouse, the pointer, into one of these round points named markers, you will see the values and you will see also the series. It's 2020.gem, meaning that blue one is 2019. You can also insert the legend in anywhere if you want. So let's put the legend, let's say, on the top, and you can drag into another point. Okay, so this is the way you can play with your figures. You want to see this Canada or France and Sweden, for example, and this is it. And another step that you can do is to customize your axis to be a bold one, and these maybe are a little bit easy to read in this way. And here also we can erase from the format chart area. You can put no border, and on all the cells from our sheet we can go to view and erase the grid lines.